So now that the news of the GTR and Julian's wheels, an update on the Titan. Today, Julian and I are installing these rear traction bars and the front, I don't know what, some other bar up in there. So these rears, they go on, they look like this. They're nice and pretty and huge. Pretty, exactly what I want for my truck. And this mount goes up on there and bolt goes through here, and then this is supposed to go up and like bolt through the frame, but since I don't really care about that, I'm just gonna weld this to the frame. So after we get this bolted up on there, we'll need to jack up the traction arm, and I'll just grind off a little bit of paint on the frame and then throw some beads up in there, and hopefully they hold. But yeah, and then the back bolts to the bottom of the leaf spring bracket and underneath the rear axle. I'm off of YouTube for like 2 weeks and I forget how to film. I wasn't even filming any of that weld, but it was the first real weld that I've had on the channel here, and I'm pretty impressed with it. But in all fairness, gravity did help me. Check this weld out. Julian's loving life over there. I know. Oh yeah, Julian's having to put bolts in from the bottom and they keep falling out. Sad. All 4 sides of that are welded, and that bracket is good to go. These traction bars are straight up sick. Like, look at that. That thing is so beefy. So the only thing left to do, another day off camera, another week, month, whatever, is tighten these bolts up, and there's an adjustment back there that I just need to tighten that nut up so then the traction bar is secure. So we figured out something else when we were underneath here. The awesome forklift driver, that's the temperature sensor thing that was broken. It just goes up in this bung right here, and you can see that the forklift scuffed right there. And then there's a bracket back over there that's crushed up into. I love auction forklift drivers. I'm welding these brackets, and I'm also, after those get installed up there, I'm gonna weld those brackets, but that won't be part of this update. But just know that those brackets are gonna be welded on there, because personally, it's easier for me to weld than it is to drill a hole through a frame or cross member, whatever it is. Welds can be ground down because you're adding material to, you know, you're taking some away, you're melting it, but you're adding to the material, so you could always grind it down flush, versus having a hole in your frame. You'd have to, in theory, weld that hole up and then grind it down to get rid of the hole. So yeah, everything's getting welded on this truck. Custom custom one-off Nobori auto build. And then another news update up here on the front. Julian installed, get out of here, microphone. Julian installed this rock guard underneath here in between the two cross members. Yeah.
It protects the differential. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, this guard right here. Julian, you look so small. Compared to like this, like the depth perception.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Now on to the second side. Same thing, just have to go onto the frame over here. I had to cut a bracket for the fuel tank, but now time to weld. Okay, now this one's done. Weld up here isn't as pretty, but the traction arms all together are done. And seeing this side profile now, I wish I had gotten 2 more of these, and instead of these arms up front that look super skinny, I wish I would could custom mount some of these up there, because I think that, let me show you on the other side. Now that I don't have the backlighting, like just that looks so aggressive, and it'd be cool to have similar coming from up there. So who knows, maybe I'll do that down the road. Still waiting on the custom parts that I'm having done for this, and it's really annoying how the first time they made them, they messed up. They said they would rush them, and they didn't. It's now been, I think, 2.5 weeks since I received the old ones in that were messed up and wrong and everything. So I just want my parts, but it's worth it. It's worth the wait, that's for sure. But because I've had nothing with this, my channel's died again. What the heck? Like I don't want to jump around like I used to, of having like, hey, there's some of the Skyline, hey, some of the Z, hey, some of this. There's no storyline to follow, and that's why I want just Titan. But with me waiting on parts, I had to get a new car, and that's why you guys will see probably in another week and a half maybe, I'll debut the new project, and I hope you guys like it because I'm super excited about it. But yeah, that's that. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. Go check out my Instagram. I post behind the scenes stuff as well as other like stories of Julian and I doing crap to the cars and stuff that we don't show on these YouTube videos. Go support all of my friends, Dallin, Julian, Todd over at Unwrecked, who aren't subscribed yet. or receiving notifications, click that little notification bell. Well, or you can procrastinate and wait a week and see what the new project will be. But it is going to be sick. It is the first on YouTube. Like a lot of my other builds. First GTR, first Titan XD. This is another first, and I'm going all out with it. So stay tuned for that, and I will see you guys on the next one.